Yeah, na royalties. Yeah, baby, you too a good and sky. Yeah, the ma nananum sado. Enkroto bi wa asante achim north mensima omuchiremu se mpanifo peso mbetu agudie ewo mo mpata mo mpene so na mpene so chinto mo ayeye kire etia
na wo Nigeria manmu nsuru Roman asafa ohorbo aba no sombo de amemfo bi mmayo bi a wo becheche ho na aba ne nya na adwende oboto an mo ne bi afa ho
Ade shemai man samono ebika we ho ene ye de be so modon hwe ba kwa edi anim na ye se abo atatia bi twa su ya efri maba promisable aso ye sene wo se ya rebia e hawo wo ba obenya ho bibido wo promisable ato ena se wo pese obi stew immune system nya ho den a obenya bi ato enti ye kan foma so we party vi abro sem wo adum Boshaba Plaza na promisable ewo eya no afa 0535544681 0535544681 eso express group o se akwantu ho nsem fa bedan no de ya akwankyere futu entutuye bi a obeye no obeya asa ma waje visa ye original ana papa e de ama wo de akwanye fake ni bia na ticket reservation ho nsem nyina so oye wona soye na soye ni bi won kran ebi wo tamale takrade sunwane ena kumase omo asafu labor roundabout no so ena edum jasmo construction omo ewo free go there from 0555 550067 05550067
Newman College Department of Nursing is brain so ade hunde pede nurse ye midwife ayasabe adwuma ngote na pede eye ne wunyim zire na pe abawazo ba fanyitim ye papa atwoma techiman oben kwada so kumase yara and a Newman College Department of Nursing wo from 0576611117 afa Bosheba Electricals nkani papa yinare fi electrical gadget and a home appliances yinare bo pin ho na won se bekiri wakofa solar and a rechargeable fan is aba okonkan iye papa inkrobata ne ba se edum kejetia market no PZ importem yini je ni hwe edum antiata building no mo PZ importem yasan yini je ni hwe na afa Prisons Roundabout, Bosheba Plaza and Sono, Yawon Krabata, Habutu, my friend, 0535095966.
I will see for me din at the mame a fear nyako papa bi ena
Uncle Ebo Baini.
Kasiabono entrumuni royalties ye anono nie bi ya ye de ma nananom ya wo nsase ye tu agudie ana ye fast asemu ne pa e wo honom na said o man mrate no ye de omunya no wo hamu chichemu enum 5% na ye de ema wo mo enam so ma Owura Collins Dauda honorable ya wo ya mrahye bedwani wo Tifi South abato mpesua so no wa na ye oswafo a o hwe nsase ene ye kwaye ensam eso ede nsam atudwa na be de akiri o de nsam atudwa ya wo chemu se wo sampanifo timi ya ntotoye na yetumi eboa ema royalties no yetimi epeja mu ekọ esoro kakra na sade wo che no yentimi nsan bibia ho ese licho ma ye betu ho mra ne hyehye ya ye no yempecha mu nkọ wo ha mu chichemu edu esanse o man ne mra eye at 2010 no clause 794 ema ho kwan ese wo ha mu chichemu enum ene wo se 20 so bi betimi asakra bibia wo mu a iso mo sa asesa amamra no
2006 Act 703 and subsequently amended that act in section 25. And in these two laws that I have referred to, in the main one, that is Act 703, the royalty set out in the act was a range between 3% and 6%. I wish to read that for the avoidance of doubts. A holder of a mining lease, that is section 25 of Act 703. A holder of a mining lease, restricted mining lease, or a small-scale mining lease shall pay royalty that may be prescribed in respect of minerals obtained from the mining productions to the Republic, except that the rate of royalty shall not be more than 6% or less than 3% of the total revenue of minerals obtained by the holder. Then, in 2010, this provision was amended, and a flat rate was specified in the law. So, the 2010 amendment is this: Minerals and Mining Amendment Act 2010, Act 794, dated 17th March 2010. And it says, Section 25 of Act 703 amended. The Minerals and Mining Act 2006, Act 703, as amended, is amended by the substitution for Section 25 of royalties. A holder of a mining lease, restricted mining lease, or small-scale mining license shall pay royalty in respect of minerals obtained from its mining operations to the Republic at the rate of 5%.
Our His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Kwesi Dubiamede na brodo do mampanyini inkitunguzo oda omani Ghana ina mahuru wa uwiaza fa na nyina ntemu no obehye keneye papa emanumu ayedin odeda masemi tugwa wabra Duke of Edinburgh ode insirahwe kasepa de ko Ghana yen abanikasimu.
Ghana continues to share a lot that is common with the United Kingdom. Our jurisprudence is based on UK law, common law, and it gives Ghana an advantage because I believe that jurisprudence based on common law is easier to understand and people have more confidence that they will get justice from that jurisprudence. Our constitutional clauses and many things in our constitution are akin to what we have in the UK. And indeed, our whole constitution and the idea of a hybrid where ministers are also members of parliament and are able to go to parliament and debate issues where we have question time for ministers and ministers are called to account to the representatives of the people. These are all things that we have taken from the United Kingdom. And I believe that that is what puts our relationship closer together. The Duke of Edinburgh is visiting us at a time where the global order is changing. After the Second World War, we all believed that the best for this world was a multilateral global order where nations came together to discuss and find solutions to common challenges that face the world. And I believe that since that time, our globe has scored many successes, especially in recent times with the Millennium Development Goals, where millions and millions of people were pulled out of poverty by us deciding together to do common targeting. We replaced that with the Sustainable Development Goals, and in 2030 we shall account to find out how far we have gone with the SDGs. And so we believe that multilateralism is the best order for our world, especially when you face challenges like climate crisis.
Amampanyina no see na Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Edward insoro kasa no le chiremede nenwagiye power da mansrahwe obayo sanade amande na mambra oda Ghana man na man Britain honin ntemu no ya akromiye pa nti no so sabode oboboa mambo biara na man odo de bo man Ghana na nkitawudze no okonkan no wetumu akonanyim ye pa.
You mentioned You mentioned, sir, my title. So, and as you realise, I'm trying to follow in a great man's shoes. And my father, who had this title, I have a lot to try to live up to, and I have a lot of heritage and legacy to be able to try to continue, and it's with great pride that I try to do that. And you mentioned the Duke of Edinburgh's Award, which is above all the thing that I probably try to do the most with, to give young people an opportunity to develop and to find their passion, purpose and place in the world. Britain and Ghana have an extraordinary shared history and a shared heritage, a heritage which you as chiefs know only too well, the understanding of what that means. And I'm delighted to be able to see that the traditions are continued, and I am particularly grateful for this opportunity and this durbar. Obviously, I know that my ancestors have been to such durbars before, possibly on a slightly larger scale. But I'm very grateful for this opportunity to be able to meet with you. And to echo your remarks, definitely how we continue our relationship as two countries with mutual respect for our common prosperity and to empower the youth of the future to take on those roles as we go forward. So thank you for this greeting. Thank you for that continued friendship and relationship, and I very much hope we'll be able to continue that long into the future. And I particularly look forward to seeing Ghana being well represented at the Commonwealth Games next year when the Commonwealth comes together.
Mpanimfoɔ ayɛ nhyehyɛeɛ sɛ wokɔ asante akyem no ɔfo mpɔtamu hɔ nom na ɔmo ɛbɛtu fam agudie ni bi ɛyɛ small scale mining no ebi na community mining no ebi na ɛbɛkɔ so nti ɔmo akɔhwɛ sɛ de asase no mu agudie ɛho nsɛmɛtie ɛno ɛna atemamufoɔ ne ɔmanfoɔ ne sɛ we de ne sɛn ɔmo nte aseɛ ne nte aseɛ kyena nti wokɔ nkuro bi te sɛ amantena bɛhwɛ nyamprase akutuase menam ramponso ene ne keka ho na omanfo ayeye kyere eti ampanefo so mo mpreso ne empreso chama agudie ho nsem bi ya ma afa be wi achi no na abeda ne gala ebe se omu nsuo ne omu nsase
Oye eye kojan ene eye mamume mabunu ahodo omo ewo eye asante achim mensin mu etu enina ene se eye na otwe etwa mu ene omo hu se eye osoafo ohwe yen sa asesem so ene agudie mu ene ma ahodo eba emansim ho ene nanan mu bi ebehia ye na wode to wonim se opese obehwe na otu sika kokko wo mpatem ho no ne no ene mabunu empanifo ene wona eka bi wom se nyade a obepene ama eye mining anase gold medi akoso ewo asante achim mensin empatem honomo sei ena omode omo akosem etu edwa
yeduma ya bode watermelon entos cocoa bomesi factory we agric produce na ide ba no bomesem kena na hu sa wode enipa eden aben yam mining asante achim dey away ya kwala kwala ya ada ya la che cocoa kitekete na ide mining na aben ya chase na onfa cocoa na yen onfa cocoa na eti afre omampani ani MC ani DC MP sase no ko na baba ya ha na baba ya dia ya unum kro bia atade na koso wo kokko nyina ewu na mo na abobna wo musu eti ya sase amantia man ya mpe epo ya nsuo ko ya nom abasa ni nyina na ese ye kokko na se wo krom ha ese mo tu bari sade ne ba ha kokko na se na sase bari ne bedua so asase bari bedua kokko no wo so ye ko bakro no ani edidi anase de be ne yenye yes ye mpe sa
me na bigira mantena me kasa bigira mani nyina nam me kasa wo mo ba ya no ya ntehwe ne ehu ya ne se wo mo be sisi canopy adan ne ye bi se wo mo kwa so a MC no awo wagogo no wo de beto ya nim se onu na abanye yi no se wo megira ha no me lunch ani yesi dia lunch here wo mo ti ye be hwa mani mi ti wa mi kokko wo nsuo ho wo mo ti godu wom wo metu ni nyina wo mama me 1 billion kuna mi ti wa me ne nananom ye ba 25 enti mi hwe ye anso me kan ne o tina mi gira wa me ne mi kum ya de body university ya di ahwe nursing training ya di ahwe training college sa galamse no kwana mahama se wode bra yai ama ya di ya won fa ni sika na hia yai eti ya di ba where sam akwamu di yai 83 obi a na ne nkom nkrampan ya friend Ross Chey obi a wonim bia akwamba di yai eti na me di ko ja bo me yam no akwamba di yai yampa eti mo si by force mo di baba dia yenya bewu onsu mo bewu
wo NPP amanyoko ne dirimu ihihia awore ye no we frankatufu afimpinu ne edunu awotwe abatu no munyimpo bedi wonanyem no oguda na doctor yo ose edutwum okromu bi orohwede esi anfu besin ne hin na we wopu ya santimantem no olosre hone de wo modinara na wonsi hin no obobo MPP zinkonyim daba
bebe cancer doctor say we de na nso ase wa mantem bia me ka che mo no se me ka che mo no se isi bi edin kan enya no kra se Jisu obi akom yenu miensa ansa no awene enya no kra Dr. Buzia okobaako owene woko other party from PMP omono Hillary man okobaako eben yeye party mu Dr. Kukodufo Adubwane ono na samra Ghana no obi ntimi na Warren Sanimu nkasa no otimi gina Warren Sanimu nkasa ye ema e ka say we breaking the culture of silence okukodufo otimi challenge Warren Adubwane say ye kasa ya hu say obi ko baako a ese ko ye man ko mienu dia jese ba bi obi ye ko pa ne sew Adubwane professor ono no ko baako no ye ka access abere ontenase ena mo amode hye omampani de ekufo yekoyi no ento obi tiri ko baako ne ehwe ho ka se to bo ase mo bi fu from so ye den enko na de toso ameka en se abato ayeto ni na wo kwa brotio wo bagano ye frebibi home region advantage baby a wo frenu Empofon to abama o kesesin baby a ufi enye se tribal enye mo se President Kufeni Monyam 2000 onya 8.5 se Dr. Bichu minya 8.5 ebeba 11 pm na ba ya to awie aya home region advantage obia baby from to abama na se baby enipa ni fi baby omo to aba kese a eho na onkunu ndie no eye mre onkunu ndie no eho na eye mre ma pan epe mini anu nyina esi akani nyina edimu omo fata na me de me masam na me yeden meka ni ameka me se no we obetiri their campaign. You free senior high school obetiri their campaign. You was sent obetiri their campaign. Why in the school with that say young women, if you are be amping girls, obetiri yet to be a true equity na service for. This is the Ghana I want to create.
New Patriotic Party omo campaign ya omo ye eye woni e pese omo tu frank ama wo mo no akabo sumi mienu ni nefo akakra bi na abaso na sese de mu ya ye den ene se wokọ asen sauta amanfo binom ya na nanom ka ho woni awanu duru dwom ene party fo ni bi so omo de omo support na omo achi tai nyina ta akompere ko Kennedy wo hina Japan achi esan so omo wogidie oni mu arehemu oni mu se obetumi abeye wo man ni yi ama man Ghana obi e di so mfaso.
Ewo press conference a wonmo eyeye ewo asen daman na group no kasa chemu se onwanyafo Canada Japan eyobi a woye oman ba pa na wosan eboa ewo oman mpuntu papa wonmo ekasa chem se Ghana ehia nipa bi a wote se Canada Japan esuban ene ne seso se wotumi eye frankatuni ewo NPP amanyoku no wono ene nipa bi a wodi ne die ne mu ko ba bia se ekopem moa de ama oman Ghana eyeye wono na 2028 NPP emani di animu se frankatuni a obetumi edi nkunimi ede ama NPP amanyoku no
ye catch Ghana man any ya papa Kennedy achidifo any na busuafo say asen south owuomo enkomo ensuomo awiemo ye tanachi because Canada Japan no ye nim ne so mfaso emwa wode aboa a woni po otumi tu ne botomi sika to hospital mu a say wa wo yale bia no woto wa soli kofie say ni pa wo ye be da pam no yes ye tumi pam no asen man nation enam ne so ene ba ye
the Esre delegates soon say, Send a million can assuance you as answer. Yenim dear Timem for Eka, Yenim dear form for Eka, Yenim dear grassroots no epe, our Mokondo. Yanka say it will be. Name dear grassroots nika, get Timem for cano, and only a sweet nature day, Ekabi. To the Ekan say honorable Kennedy or Hina Japan, or by a sense out at Yajinawa. And to be who say MPP penny for the Mebuno. Ne awofo no omope no enye bi na mo ye maye nti afi de ye ka kiro mo plan say 2028 so ma amfa Kennedy ama na mo de ba omia ba ye belusu nya no ne yepe
ne krokro mu no na chiame hene a no ewo asen dama na yawbio ono so ekasa esre na nanom ahemfu nyina a wono mo ho se owura Canada Japan ono ne de ne gina trono ano a eyeye enu nti wono nto aba no fama no
wona chiame hene asma ene yekan eni blesem ya hosen se Canada Japan obabo ye ne binum aye dokuta bobi won kasanse ne home papa ne obi amiti kumase kwanso ne ofokrum na kumase mpa papa no ofiri ho no eni ma oye kumase de kumase ti ya bondin no na nipa binum aye sankwala wo de board kura na no ato atwo to trefe wo wasa de mdeka ko hwe nti sa nipa wo boye ne a daachi ya bebere ya daachi so beboye tezi nyina ye ko ne bo mpa e obi a ko mpa bo so a obo bi ma sa ohene Japan no se nyame nyina dom na mo sempenfo ko hiema se se azo no da first ya be yina mai ma obedi kan no de e bata nti anadu awio nsu oto ya be gina na be gu sama no a chame hene me be gu sama no dibia kwesi bra e be hu se na me pa gina mai
Apostle won nso nyimpa ebien bi hone pechi hone bone nye de wakwakowie sardine wo kare bi a wakonya nkwanhia na kare nkranpumpuni mantem container articulate Asiedua also sardine ma free nkranpumpuni mantem no bokuma ase na odu oye kowu fodua wo kowu west mensi no mu no obenya nkwanhia na nyimpa ebien wo tutu de okobomu krono anka wo kowie sardine bi ma police fo ache won Oman for chemu se eye cargo car ni registration number no eye AA 119CY ana walodu sardine edi free and crime pompunu mantemu anani echiremu ewo kumase na abra wodru apoye mantemu eye kwa ufodua ena car no ebo amenemu enam so ema car no edane toye na abra car ne dane toye no omkasa chiremu se eye driver no animate na no ote ho no wonmo esesa wom dom buka mu se wode wonmo ekwo enkoko se ne be ya wombekwa akohwe wonmo pira na enu mu no ena enipa no bi ebesi akira ene na sadina egu kagoka num na ahwe egu no wono atu egu so a wono etwe ene bi bua ama enema ntimi ahyehye yi no na bi nso abone ewo mu tirim no etwe nema no edeko eno ne nam so ema ne nani kotwa wisi etue mu bie ekere se wo fra police fo a sa enipa mensen yetumi abeche wono
yo me ba cho me wo fie na me ti se bibi di gba ya ene be ko eto form na me se ka ya to form o na me pie ba ya me se o amena mina ya eda de nsu akwan mu ya na amaka ya tofo ampa mi pie ba na kai da fo ana omutimi yi mate ne ne driver e do mutu ka mu ko so ma duru nkoko so mu ndure minni ya wa hata na mu sa bai anche bia na boys bi free omudi moto bai be share pe na mu so we di afa na mu sa mo chi ko ya ne boys ya kuru ka obi aba no be yi biko me mi ko ka bi kura ebi se ma ye di ya o be chom po ana bi so o mu se ye chom po a e betare me huna mare ntare enti eni amane di o wanchi a driver ni ni mate
bibi so omo so omo ye Burkina Faso me ka mo si ka chira omo a omo so omo nti French nko me so mente French nti enjina ha na ebobo sa ani se me wa penyin bi wo enkoko ne number na me friend am say accident bi asi adentu ha nti omo mo modern amra embe sho de ati enya sa boys ni bia ba omo pese omo twini amane bi ko ampa bra ni yese na me ka to ko no be fra police for ofra police boy wo ma be 5 minutes am sa fra e bi sa so ofra wo sa omo afra no omo ba ni se e gina wo chance omo ba eni ama si tu ji na mo twi ko ampa bra na me friend of us bra wo ba hanum kra na obehu se ampa police boy na mai na o sa gina me nche na ofra eni se police boy be duru asoso bia nyambe ya na wa ye no eni ama na e bi e dia omo sa kai no omo sa ka do ko
Yako Fifi Mantam Central Region na Yewokro ana Aguna West Krusini no Assembly no Mantam ni no omota ye afibia Krusini anase Kropon a omo empumtuo fa apomde wonsam ekonanim na Aguna West Krusini no ye municipal no ene tedi nkunim to say yesi efi adokro omo ama chese enwan obi omo agye best cleanest municipality atwaso mpenza no efi ne mpampan a enya papa ena edokro omo wo nti se omo sere ese omo nsesa na mpanimfo nti mebo omo na bola omunya ba bi kura ntumu asese etini nsuo na pai moa ewe wo mo no omo ntimi ntutu mfiri
Etichafo a wono wo ho no ekyemu se sene na otwebe kakrantem ewura no atumi anyini ententem so no yade a eginsemu pa na ede kankan pa ena etu ehwia wonom enu to mo pomden eda san mu efi ahodo a atwa eye bia no ahia ene kromu nipa nyina wonom esuro se yade bi etese cholera malaria ene humi mu yade nyina betumi atiatese enam sene bola na sia mani mu so na ahunidi a wo ho eti kwofom no eyade a eha adwene sei ena atichafo no bi de wonsem etu dwafae
higher pa, especially area say the house flies be classroom so. It's teaching and learning becomes very uncomfortable in the afternoons. Yeah, it's a manka like ball and a free her, so that we also have our peace. Yeah, and I even sent alone. Okay, and I pass a bar sent at the banner. Too much. Yeah, and why health so yes. So, say. With immediate effects, na kamumbe 2 baller we na mufan free hase so that have very convenient for our use. Yes, because of the house flies now they are sent in the break or classrooms. Na why? Yeah, the petition Akua, but any results. Until the best say, and with immediate effect, they should work on it for us.
Enu achino ene school fon kwada wonmo so ewo ho a sant kankan etuhia wonmo no wonmo so ekasa de wo mo haw ahodo tudwa
traba ifan Akwa gre na miko school abodo mata disade na bora na ewo ho e haw yin papa ye sometimes ufi fie na wo ba school grandpa untu mfa wo mo e fa so nkan isu to de a na ese bibi akra ye fie ba ye untu mfa wo utu edian a sent e haw lower primary fie san de one ball na ben won kesi pan kan wash what ye there wo ya manjuma wo so na wash ball na usi na de na ko class sometimes e ye wo there wo pray na wo begina abo anoti se usi ne ko kakla na we ko sua de haw ni ni ana assembly wo de wo di sua de nti esre de aban na nkasa on de hujuma na won yi ball nfuo ma ye ni ye asundwe nfunsu
ne kwakwa mu no ene samtrofo ebepuni eye MCEL wo honmanyafo Eric Jemfi odum ano no so kasa ye kire se enhyehye ahodo wo hono ma wono aye animanimu ya won beyi ewura no ade afiri ho
enti ebetu anamon enti bia metu anamon na ya prepare a new site no na ya yema bola no wo mu ejai guru ewo old place na air house school for mofra no na even kwa sanso akolol ko yemo no ebetu anamon na ya hwese the madden esobeden ebetwa
Royal Vision Foundation ye dwumoku bia onhye abanase na wo kaswa ofanko ewotu senya east crossing mu ne dey wode apomudin mu hwehwe meche health screening wada ahase ono na wabede gode pom wo kaswa na nimpotem a ahunidi onkodo ntino yerba bebre na pagya no me no do wo hoye pa
na pe yedi dwuma kakra na hwɛ nkɔfo apɔmuden mu yɛ screen dodoɔ na ayɛ baayɛ no sugar yɛ check sugar yɛ check malaria yɛ hepatitis B ɛsan hwɛ ɔmo mogya dodoɔ a ɛwɔ mu but basically no yɛhunu sɛ malaria no na ɛyɛ dominant ɛdɔɔso paa wɔ test na yɛayɛ no subsequent bi mu nso baayɛ a 1 or 2 bi nya hepatitis B a yɛ positive cases a ɛwɔ mu ɔmo nso yɛtu ɔmo fo ɛne ɔmo akwankyerɛ sɛ ɛsɛ yɛyɛ follow up yɛtumi hwɛ kwan a yɛbɛtumi aboa ɔmo na malaria no nso no ɛna ɛdɔɔso paa malaria no ɛna ɛdɔɔso nti efutu ɛde ma ɔmo no sɛ ɛna ɛsɛ yɛhwɛ yɛn pɔtɔ mu a yɛhwɛ sɛ efi sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛtena yɛn pɔtɔ mu ayɛ kɔgyen sɛ yɛbɛyɛ cleaning no especially sɛ nsuo a ɛtotɔtɔ no sɛ nsuo taataa baabi a na bɔɔl ahodoɔ ɛwɔ around no yɛbɛhwɛ na yɛtumi ama no abra se sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a ntontom anaasɛ mmoawa na ɛma malaria no ɔmo ntumi ɛnyɛ comfortable wɔ baabi a ɔmo tena no na ɔmo tumi ama mmɛka yɛn ma yɛn nso yɛntumi ɛnya malaria.
Adaroma wenyɛ da krade we bɛyɛ ade akɔyɛ ɔfankɔnkɔ a ɛbɛyɛ ade a yɛbi ɔfankɔ a yɛbi
Yamama Kwaba Bium Yadi Jadium Kasiabo Traswamamo, Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Johnson Pandit Siama Ede Atuja Chemis or my Ghana and to Triani Shabian Penufayeno, Amasi Sika Samono, Ejina Padolano, Enyanina so, or did it an Ahodeno, and so Ejina ye. Now, what just said the Yama board, inflation, and then you take a hoa, Yania Maya would draw some Tawudi, Edward Hun Samokrano, Equanin.
Opening kwankyerɛfo a ɔne na wada Bank of Ghana no Dr. Johnson Pandit Asiama de nsɛm ahoro nyinara tu gwa kyerɛ sɛ mprempren ɔman Ghana sikasɛ no rekɔnkan yie ɛkyerɛ nneɛma ahoro a wɔde ato akwan so a ɛne ne bɛboa sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɔman no inflation betimi agyina deɛ agyina na afei so no ɛtsan atimi aboa ama external buffers ahoro so no atimi akɔ n'anim na ɔpanin yi de nsɛm ahoro nyinara atu gwa bere a ɛne ɔrekasa ɛwɔ ɔha section monetary policy committee hyehyɛeɛ a ɛne ɛkɔɔ so ɛna ɔde saa nsɛm ahoro nyinara no de atugwa enyinara na ɛhɔ na Dr. Bandit atugwa kyerɛ mbrembren ɔman Ghana GDP no akɔsoro akɔduru 6.3% ɛwɔ afi ni fa ɛnen edikan a ne nyinara egyina hyehyɛ ahoro a wɔyɛ ɛde boa sɛdeɛ bɛyɛ a services na fei agriculture ho nsɛm ɛwɔ ɔman ni mu na fei non oil GDP ɛso ɛkɔsoro ɛkɔduru 7.8% ɛhɔ na Bank of Ghana panin ɛretugwa ɛkyerɛ sɛ saa hyehyɛ nyinara egyina sustained fiscal discipline ahoro a wɔyɛ in the fei nhyehyɛeɛ a wɔyɛ edible monetary stance ahoro ho ban no ɛne nka ho bi ɛna aboa ma mbrembren foreign exchange operation framework na fei external buffers ahoro so no atimi agyina ne nan so eyi ɛna Dr. Asiama ɛrekɔkɔbɔ ɛbɔ global environment ahoro nyinaa se wɔnhwɛ na enema ahoro biara wɔbɛyɛ a ɛne no ɛmfa nkɔso ɛmma ɔman no sikasɛm tutu mu no wɔntimi nsia no.
Inflation is not only back within the target band, it has eased faster than we anticipated. The exchange rate has remained broadly stable, and the external buffers that we have is quite strong. And perhaps most encouraging, the real sector is showing signs of sustained revival. The staff briefing that we have confirms that the initial conditions for this meeting are the strongest we have had in several years. Headline inflation is at 8.0%. Core inflation measures are between 5 and 7%, and expectations remain well anchored. The cedi has demonstrated resilience in 2025, supported by improved confidence, strong operational reforms in the FX market, and robust trade and reserve inflows. Gross reserves, on the other hand, have risen to over $11 billion, which are equivalent to 4.8 months of imports cover. And these are projected to reach 5 months by the year end.
Ekuye ejina mu kasa ebo adwadifo empumtuo eye Traders Advocacy Group Ghana otwa wontia from mo tag fo afrens ntwofo nhie mu mo kire mu a ekwan a eye custom fo bi ene aban mo adwumayefo bi fa so didiska ifre adwadifo nche ha adwen pa nti omo de nansan ya de abeto de owura Prince Daniel Mensa odai ya wono se woye adwuma wo customs a na obi a wakra ne ma ba wo memu odada no age 40,000 Ghana cedis efri nche o ma chada de ayem faton.
The shipping companies for keeping their containers for 4 days as demurrage fee. The truck drivers are also going to charge me double because they have been there for 4 days now. Meanwhile, Ghana Customs is saying that they want to unstuff the things in the container and then restuff the things in the container.
Traders Advocacy Group Ghana emprembring ayens entrefo nhyiamu edi shares nkwa kwanso awerebo ehya esante mantamu customs division task force ahorowa wore kiresi wore jesika ewo importers ahorowa wo ye adwuma ewo region mu ho na eyi na association no esande atogobi ma kire sa eniama ahorowa custom division task force wo ye ewo esante mantamu no emwa ma won dwumadi na fe nhyehyɛ ahorowa efe won dwumadi no ho no entimi enkonkan eninti wo de adesere soronko eresere omampanin John Dramani Mahama se won hwe Shahroa ebesi sa nyamana no kwan na aboa ama businessmen a omo omagni mu nso wo ho admi aton
member wakoyi ni containers 4 na containers no yiye no oton 2 enka no di 2 kokumas no di kokumas no this officer say why under declaration na under declaration a o kan enye edwadini enesese ni duty ya obetua custom officers necessary na ade ha yen Traders Advocacy Group ni say ono custom officer no saying duty ni ma edwadini no say ye chi edwadini ni dia adenti na custom officer na dia ye nche na ensam a ye kan enyina no say aba abedu ya boboa no eniema ye nuanom custom officials no custom for no mo de edwadifo ni bi FM
Ebusiana yereka wode Oyerepa television ni Bruno Nsiakese bo enerehwe ebra ye dudu no yeretwe no ho akaje aboafo nkrato ya ba ye ba agozi mu nsam boto kese bo no da mo enje nsam baba na afi ye buwe kese bo no kra mu bo amano ne nsam
Yamuajo na yamuakwa bade adusi no eye agudie mu nsem chefa e wokase num ena nwumre ye de esomwo. Still the name remains sports lawyer, the only sports lawyer in Ghana football. Yesase efi Ghana Football Association amaseye ene ena amapa GFA insurance policy for referees no ehon entuma. Ket years okraku Ghana Football Association president Okasai.
Beginning the 2025-2026 football season, all 280 referees operating in the GPL, DOL, and the WPL will be fully covered by a robust insurance policy. This policy, like I said, will be designed to ensure that no family of a referee suffer undue hardship in the line of duty. During the Congress, I did say that the insurance would include a group life cover, critical illness protection, permanent disability compensation, medical expenses support, workmen's compensation. And I'm sure if you listen to my colleague, my brother here, he indeed confirmed same. In addition, I did also say that there will be several complementary benefits to protect the families of our referees, including spouse benefits, child benefits, parent benefits, and funeral support.
Otna odomfo no dom ya ewo Enyinase Kumase Asante Kotoko ene Baseke Holy Stars ena bebo na two coaches nina eden sem atodwa ahead of the game. Yenshase Emfi Abdul Karim Zito Kabute na suye ose osha fixtures na bobo so no with standing matches na I was say carefully on managing the players ni.
Well, we have to manage ourselves and I have to do my best and then manage the players too. The most important thing is the resting period where I make sure that they rest for the next assignment. Again, I've been saying it all the time. The moment you allow yourself to be recruited by any institutions, that is your destiny and you have to go by it. So those of us here, we agreed to work for Asante Kotoko. So whatever situation we find ourselves in, we have to change the narrative and then do our best to achieve our target. Well, I have to motivate them. But before somebody motivates you, that's the extrinsic, you have to use the intrinsic motivation to motivate yourself. Like the desire to play. You join Kotoko not because it is Asante Kotoko. You join Kotoko because you want to play good and then enhance your life as a footballer. So I think with all the journey around us,
eno Abdul Karim Zito Kabute na the same way etudwa yanko Baseke Holy Stars assistant coach na so ye o the same pina tudwa so mo so be game no ye Rashad Musa or say almost searching for a win against Kotokochna.
Yeah, we approach it like we have been approaching the last three matches that we played because we played well against BBN Gold Stars, Vision and Karela United, even though we didn't have all the 9 points that we were looking for. But we still have to approach it like the last three matches, how we approach it, and then we see what happens after 90 minutes on Wednesday.
Okay, anything for the supporters?
Yeah, we still have to appreciate them because we love them like they have been coming in their numbers to support us. So we still have to promise them that we'll give them all the 3 points that they are looking for. Even though the last home game we disappointed them, we didn't give them the 3 points.
And no, Rashad Musa, assistant coach, Emma Baseke, Holy Stars, Otna, Ornabejana bench, Ama team no. UEFA Champions League, 8 p.m. Chelsea, Barcelona, Edi Robert Sanchez, better go post more Chelsea. Back four no Mark Kukuleya and afe 4-5 Trevor Chaloba Adarbiayo and afe Reece James afe Moises Casido Enzo Fernandez Alejandro Garnacho João Pedro Necto and Liam Delap any players start okono one Gatia ebeda goal post mo ama Barcelona Jules Koundé, Pau Kubasi, Eric Garcia, Alejandro Balde, Dani Olmo, Frankie de Jong, Fermin Lopez, Lamine Yamal, Robert Lewandowski and Ferran Torres. Omone manantia omon so be start ama FC Barcelona 8 p.m. and a game no etoja was Stamford Bridge no so London. That is all for sports and anyway sports lawyer the only sports lawyer in Ghana football nama intifo e de enye DJ kase etos.
Adesimamba ya mama Jo emamu akwaba eba enijede kase so medi de nana ma intifo na otwi ewieye ewo weja nanya asam ketwa enipa pepian kuma ena ekobodom mpem ewo West Hills Mall ewo ena nyumtuni Wendy Shea ede no concert Shea concert 2025 ehihye so na nyundo to ahodo pi kidi ene afoforo bi ekwa no ho performe na enuechi Wendy Shea na nkasa nso fridge na simpie so na wokai se ogodo tesana se emofra mienu a sisi a wo hwe wo mu suku na mofra wo hwe mo Tracy Shea na Koko Shea enso ene ne performe e stage
mu school ena odesaye na nkrofo ena kola ketua ena say ena msemunjai sa muhu ade papa eya no makamfo oya talent what you say enti Tracy was here perform me anyway man asa ena ode hit anyway ti enda me pesa ode sa why ready now all right yanko you broke my confidence every day hey let's go and you never thought that I would be that's my baby hey you like to make it when you see
Sisi fiane wainesa meteswa ebusia yetaso na Wendy Shea ene mofra no perform ewieye no na o kyerese ewiase se bibi o nsem anase wo sika kakra entwen mani mbusu pi ansa na wayese obeboa foforo kakra na nkase wo nsem no so pese oboa obetumi aboa na yankopon befa so ehiro no mofra we ya yankopon ede no anase omo adom no obehwe se obnensa be kom na wotumi ahwe omo Kwesi se yankopon ebeto ne safre no
before ankwala ebe kwa me pesa me kan sembi why memba mienu akoko how are you?
I'm fine.
Hey, they loved your dance so me pa mo chomu ntie me ansa na ankwala yako me wa sembi ka na message a me waka ne se enisa wo kase upese onye sika te se Bill Gates anase Elon Musk ansa na waboa obi me Wendy Shea megina hey me nya sika te se Despite me nya sika te se Nick Danso Abiam me nya sika te se Kofi Aban me nya sika te se Ibrahim Mahama nanso me de atuma kuma so se kakra bia menya no me de babua enipa me dasi montobo muni bibi
ebusia ha na brebe ma kwai ma yedi enijede kase a yede beso mu no esi ijemu ede ama mame efia nyako papa bi one uncle Ebo Bani momwiri kase no ewo amanoni midin de nanama into for mother was say amomo no hwa abrow.
Sebono do mfamo na wo Nigeria manimu adanu ifidane na amemfu bi obo ewura Roman asafunu school bi o me Catholic school wono boarding mayu abaye ahenu na chiri edunum 250 woko kire wono na Roman asafunu mu mpemfu wole kire mu de abane nya na adwene olutu anamoni biara akaje mmofra ya abrawon.
Bishops ahodo wo Roman Catholic asafonim ewo Nigeria mem ne obo Nigeria ban Bola Ahmed Tinubu eda no se mampani sobo se emofra 303 na otwe edwam de fiada emimfo bi kwachi wo ma no ade beto dwase mu 50 edwane no enya ade aban eye de obetimi bia se obetimi age omo.
We stand together not just as members of the council but as a family that is grieving, a family that is wounded, a family that is utterly and completely weary of the burying its own. Our hearts are not merely heavy, they are shattered. They are shattered by the unrelenting, brutal wave of violence that has claimed the lives of our spiritual fathers, our priests, and the steadfast pillars of our community.
Abusuafo obrema kwanya me de kase ebona si ha ye de aseda e ma promisable wo se beja bibiduru ahodo ni nyina bi etofre 0535 544681 na express group se for kwantuo mu nsam ene ho nkomo nyina ebedan no o kumase o wonkran o sunwane o takrade fre 0555 550067 0555550067.
Newman College Department of Nursing is Brawonfa Wonfantitimu nurse midwife about 2 years papa Kumase Atuma Chichiman Oben Kwada so and our 0574661117 na fe Bosheba Electricals Kanya Papa in RFA a Doom and a PZ in Aram Krabata Wa a befre 0535095966.
Kasebona simidi e de mame Efia nyako papa bi ena
Uncle Ebo Baini.
Yedamase ema momone hwe.